And now, more with Social Women with your hosts, Pat Cruz, Amy Diaz, and Bronwyn Dannenfelser.
We would like to welcome the one and only founder and president of StyleWeek Providence, Rosanna Ortiz-Sinel. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy to be here.
We are so excited that you're here.
Very excited.
Very excited.
I was looking forward to it all day, so.
Yeah. It was a crazy day for you, but I'm so glad you made it. I'm especially excited because, bam, look what I just got.
I just gifted her in 30 seconds.
She just gifted me a beautiful ring from her own jewelry line.
Oh, how cool.
So Rosie is extremely multi-talented.
It's because I'm ADD.
What is that jewelry line called?
It's actually Martin and Ricci. So it's a small collaboration and
beautiful thing.
It's a side project.
Or as Pat calls it, awesome.
Yeah, right. It's awesome.com/awesome.
What is that, amber or is that?
That is citrine.
Citrine.
Yeah. So
it's beautiful. So Style Week is coming up. One of the highlights of the year in Rhode Island. Rosie has completely brought fashion to this area with Style Week. And, I don't know how many people have actually gone to Style Week, but you may have missed it in the past, but you will not miss it now because I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm hearing it everywhere. I'm excited. You have new designers coming in.
We do.
Twice a year, right?
Twice a year, yes.
So give us a little rundown, what was the importance of bringing style to Providence, fashion to Providence, how you get started, where the designers come from, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, it was interesting. Style Week isn't even 2 years old, as you know, and our first one was June 2010, and when I first moved to Providence, I really realized that there was such a need and a want for, a style outlet here, whether it be a fashion week or, a magazine, something. And at the time, I was covering different fashion weeks around the region, and I started to realize what they were lacking, essentially. So I really wanted to create a fashion week that was more targeted towards the industry and was a little bit more serious than other fashion weeks that have happened around here, and a little bit more targeted to helping the designers actually brand their collections and their companies. So it really is multifaceted in the sense where we do everything for the designers and we do all of their PR, we do all of their marketing for them, as well as provide the styling, anything they need for the fashion show.
Are these all local designers, or are you branching out and bringing in some from New York? Or
They are not, and that's the interesting thing. Style Week Providence, a lot of people confuse it with just being a Providence Fashion Week, and it really is a regional fashion week which is held in the city of Providence. So we show, we opened up with a New York designer, Karen Sabag, in June 2010, and she's returning this year, so very excited about that. But we show designers from all over the nation, which is very important to not only our brand but the city of Providence to understand that this is actually a stepping stone to New York that is held here. So it really helps put Providence on the fashion map and having these people come here to show in the Fashion Week held here. So
and a tremendous job with the shows, and just the showing of what the designers see and what the audience sees when they're here. You don't know that you're sitting in Providence.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Watching a fashion show. It's not like you would expect here. It is like you were in a major metropolitan city watching a very big show. Very exclusive designer show. It's fabulous.
Yeah, I've been to a couple in the past. I was at the one the first year at the Biltmore, right? And then
the first one we had, it was really interesting because when I first started it, I had this idea that I wanted each night to be in a different location because I really wanted to engage the community, and I really thought it was only going to be around 100 people, and we had to move the runway 3 times. It was hellacious. But the first one we had at the Renaissance Hotel Providence, and then the Marriott.
Okay, so
Yes.
then maybe I went to the second one. But you're back at the Biltmore, right?
We're back at the Biltmore, all one place. Even the after events are all in the Biltmore. So we're not
All
really
of them?
moving anybody.
Great.
All of them. And we're actually not doing any major after events other than the opening and the closing. That will be where we will have the DJ and, the parties. But during the week, we are having post cocktails. And actually that Thursday, Alex and Simon are going to be hosting the post cocktail. On
nice.
Thursday. So they're formerly from the Real Housewives of New York City.
Look
at
Amy's got a twinkle in her eye.
I am so excited. I'm like, we better have passes to every single night.
Yes, all of you do.
Speaking of passes, I hear
Yes.
that you have a little surprise for our listeners and viewers, don't you?
We do. The first 5 people who connects on some level with our show today or your show today will get free passes to the whole week.
So right now it's 11. It's 4:11. There's my dyslexia again. 4:12 now. So the next 5 people who tune into Ustream and say, "I want the tickets," to me right now, you're going to take them.
Yep, the whole week. They will get an
whole week.
industry pass, which is an invitation. Yes.
And that's to go to all of the nights,
All of the events.
all the events, the after parties, the showcases early on.
The showcase, everything. And actually, the accessory showcase is open to the public still. So the public can come in and shop the accessory showcase Sunday through Saturday. We have refreshments there, everything like that, and a nice bar. But, Style Week as a whole is an industry event. Why we only invite about 120 people from the public to purchase tickets. So the first 5 people who call in
And it
will get
fills
That's
very, very, very quickly.
Yeah, because you get crazy packed. Oh my gosh.
We
how
do, we do, and it's funny because all of the RSVPs will flood in, during
2
the
hours
week
before would be my
absolutely.
RSVP. Or calling Rosie on the day of and
Yes.
saying, I didn't RSVP for tonight, but can you put me in?
But you're special. You're the text that I look at, and I'm like, put Pat Cruz in.
So here's my question. So you always see these New York kind of runway shows, right? Or the ones that you see on television. And I always wonder, do people actually, are we really taking our clues in our fashion and stuff from what we're seeing walk down those runways? Do we see immediate turnaround with what people are wearing?
Not yet, and this is really interesting, something about the industry. So the reason why we do it biannually is because fashion weeks are a trade event to set the trends for the year to come. It's like a car show, if you will. And what a fashion week does, it sets the trend, whether it be from, what a man should be wearing, what a woman should be wearing, what color trends are coming around.
What should I be wearing?
You should be wearing what you're wearing right now.
Really? Oh, wow. I didn't even try. How about
Because
that?
style is from within, and I'm a hardcore believer in that.
Until I tell my wife that.
Yeah.
So there's shows for men and women?
There are shows for men and women in the sense where, for instance, Sarah Prost, of Yellow Clover, she's amazing, and she is debuting some menswear in her collection this year.
That's fabulous. Speaking of attire, and what is the dress code for the week's events?
That's always hard for me to answer because I really want Style Week Providence to be known as the attainable fashion week, where I don't want people not to come because they feel intimidated about their wearing. I wear black during the whole week, and Jonathan and I have this saying where if you really are in the business, you most of the time look really bad and you're wearing black because you're so busy. However, I think that this is a perfect opportunity to have that moment to dress up and to take risks and to be a little playful with, your garments, or to even come in wearing all black and a big old necklace. That's just fine too.
Right before the break, mentioned Rosie's giving away surprise tickets
Yes.
to 5 people that log on. Do you have our winners?
Yes, I do. We have Isabel Ramirez, Jose Rodriguez,
Yes.
our friend Debbie Rogers, and our friend Pat Olson.
Fabulous.
And I know, and a few people actually commented on my Facebook who, for some reason, can't log on here. And Lori Baranski has been trying to get in here, and she keeps messaging me. So that will be our 5th person.
Congratulations!
So
You guys are in for-
congratulations.
That's one. Well, why don't I throw in an extra 5?
Okay, we will throw in an extra 5, and I will post that right now.
It's
and
like
get some more
gambling.
people.
No, yeah, and all of everyone in the office is going to be coming on too.
But yes, 10 will be, and then every person who does receive an invitation, they do get a +1. So
That's awesome.
Yes,
That is amazing.
We'd love to do that.
Let's see, Matt. That's,
That's great.
I don't carry the 5 from
That's 10. That's
a lot of
10
people.
Mike and Ike's.
All right. Well, we're back with Rosanna, and we were just talking about the upcoming Style Week Providence. Tell us what some of the highlights are that are coming up. What are your
Oh, we
really
have a lot
excited
of
spots?
new additions this Style Week. Begins on the 22nd and ends on the 28th. So we always start on a Sunday and we end on a Saturday. But we have 6 brand new designers to Style Week this year. So I'm really excited to sprinkle a little bit more new talent in from the region. One of our highlights, however, is the Marchesa installation. And I'm sure all of the stylistas out there understand that Marchesa is one of the national top couturier brands, you know, who dress a lot of celebrities, and they're very gorgeous gowns. So this is very spectacular for the Style Week brands, where we're unveiling that presentation on Friday and Saturday. So that will be in the Biltmore. Also, on Tuesday, the 24th, we are debuting our designer competition fashion show called Seed, Innovation Meets Education. And in this, we asked 5 participating universities in the region to have some of their top students design one garment with recycled and sustainable materials. And they will be judged by a panel of 6 judges. One of these students, and they're all remarkable, it's very hard, will be receiving a $500 prize. They will have their own presentation in Style Week next September, and they will get 2 complimentary months with our fashion PR department.
That's
So,
fantastic.
yeah, they're really excited about it, and anything that has to do with education is just that just warms my heart. They're very excited, and this is presented by Swarovski, so we're very lucky to be partnering with them for this.
That's fabulous.
We got such crazy talent here. I mean, well, between RISD and, all the schools. But
Amazing.
Well, congratulations for bringing that.
I'm really excited
to
about
light.
that night, the Tuesday night. So, and the interesting thing, too, is all of these, we have so much talent here, but they leave because we don't have the resources for them after the fact. You know, where we need to get those fabric stores in, we need to get those boutiques who will carry these designers, and we need to make it more of a business mentality.
And it's not.
And it's not yet. And that's really our motto for Style Week, is, we want to make sure that everybody realizes this is a business. And, these designers who show on our runways do have the skill, the technical ability, and the passion to create these lines and have this be their career.
And that also has to do with building downtown. I mean, we've got, you're exactly right. There's an exodus, a mass exodus when people graduate.
Absolutely.
But we have the talent here to build stores downtown and places and these boutiques. And do you remember when Rhode Island was the top, manufacturing for jewelry? We were the
Jewelry, yep.
Yeah, and I don't know what's happened with that.
But what's so interesting is that whenever I travel around the country and I say that I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, everyone's like, "Oh, jewelry city of the world or of the country," and I was just like, "Oh wow, look at that!"
Yeah.
Providence is still known for that.
And we're cosmopolitan. And is that why you came here? Because there's a cosmopolitan kind of feel to us a little bit?
Well, it's interesting. I'm originally from California, and I was living in Boston for many years. And I moved here because I married a Rhode Islander, and that's always the vortex that brings you back. So I hear. And he was very reluctant to have me move to Providence because I love to experience new cities. And I said, no, I think I will love it. And he says, it's not like Boston. I'm like, I don't care. So we moved here, and I immediately fell in love with it. And to follow up to what Amy just said, people love Providence. And that's why we're the only fashion week in the region that's supported by the CFDA. He supports us, and they don't really look at any other city in the region.
I left to Miami for 6 years, and I came back home. Providence, home is where the heart is.
It's funny, we're actually doing a Style Week Miami resort collection in June.
Are you?
Yeah, so June.
I'm not tall enough, but
22nd.
if I can walk a runway or two. No, I'm just kidding.
That's perfect. I'll be calling you.
We can all be part of it.
How far in advance do you choose the designers?
Pretty far in advance. We already have 6 signed up for our September show. Wow. So we really
and you
do
still have to get through.
Yeah, we still have to get through January.
So 6 are signed up for September.
Yep.
And if they were a designer and they want to show their line, now what? How do they get in touch with you to do that?
So they email me, they reach out to us, and we meet with them, and we go through their past designs. If they have not designed previously, it really is about the person. You can tell a lot about the individual when you first meet them to see how much passion and drive they have about this. Like Cara Wickman is somebody who I met her with a bustier. And her belief and her depth and the passion she had for what she wanted to do really sold me. And she's already in 3 boutiques.
Which one?
Cara Wickman.
Oh, I love Cara.
Yes, so and she's amazing. So she
Love
is
her.
one of my success stories.
She's fabulous. Oh, got that music going on.
That music, it just lets us know that we are just about out of time. So we want to know, where can people get all of the information for Style Week Providence?
They can go to StyleWeekProvidence.com, and if anybody who is listening is a buyer or if they're in the fashion industry, all they have to do is RSVP at StyleWeekProvidence.com, and they are automatically